We look at art at Artfest.
The 2018 Buckle Up campaign is being put to rest.
And we take a look at what goes into making the promposal the best.
Also on the show, we show you a video production promo.
And see what's in store for next week with the calendar.
All right here for you to view on JDTV News.
Welcome. I'm your host, Mindy.
And I'm your other host, Theo.
I don't think rhyming host with host works.
I'm gonna do this until it bursts.
Whatever you say, Theo. Well, do you know what day it is today?
Rhyme time, prime time?
No.
Oh, boo. May the 4th?
Be with you?
Okay, we've still got a lot to go. Let's start off this space-tacular show. This year was Artfest, held in Craig. We had one of our reporters find out what exactly Artfest is and what it's like to go. Miss Ridgway, the JDHS art teacher, and Pearl, a JDHS art student, give us insight into this week-long intensive program where people learn, create, and compete.
Artfest is a big Region 5 event that started in 1994, I think. The art teacher in Wrangell, his name is Kurt Garbish. He was a potter, a great ceramics artist, but he felt like his students needed a more diverse art experience, and he invited all the art teachers from Region 5 to come to Wrangell and hosted the first Art Fest. Teachers are invited to bring up to 10 of their best art students, and then everyone brings a piece of artwork to represent what they've done at their school program. Teachers are expected to teach a workshop, and in exchange they get to take a workshop.
I went to Artfest because I wanted to try new mediums in art and get a different experience of things, and Ridgway asked me to go. The first day we got there, we had, every workshop we had was about 3 hours long, and we changed from workshop 1 to workshop 2 every single day.
So you take 30 hours of 2 different workshops over the course of 4 days, and then there's a big culminating art show where some of the instructors are asked to be judges, and there are best of every workshop, best of the overall show of things made at Artfest, and a best of things brought from home.
I liked having team bonding experiences and going out to dinner every single night and getting to know other people's different points of view on art and the classes that they were taking. My least favorite part of Artfest was having to sleep on the gym floor for like 5 days straight.
Hey, we haven't talked much about this class on the show, have we?
Only once. How come?
Well, I think it's time we broke the ice of the subject. Video production is simple and fun. If you join in the first semester, you learn the basics to making videos from lighting to camera angles.
And in the second semester, we work Tuesday through Thursday for JDTV News on Friday. Also, if you join in the first semester, you can be more experienced and more prepared with bios about yourself and other videos.
That's true, and the class is open to anyone, and we suggest that you join next year.
Last week, Freshman Student Council joined the Buckle Up campaign to promote student driver safety. A reporter and freshman representative documented the campaign.
The Buckle Up campaign has been passed down by Freshman Student Council to the incoming freshman class. It is to promote safety while driving by buckling up and putting down the phone.
Car accidents are the #1 cause of deaths in teens in Alaska, so it's definitely an important message to pass on to high school students so that they stay safe on the roads.
Anything else you want to say?
Well, of course, buckle up, and whether you're in the front seat or the back seat, it's equally important, so stay safe on the roads.
The freshman student class this year decided to put safety notes on lockers such as no belt, no pain, seatbelts save lives, and buckle up. They also passed out stickers, magnets, and lanyards. You might have also heard over the announcement some facts about teen driving. Officer Hatch watched teen drivers and noticed how many of them used seatbelts and how many didn't before and after the campaign. Hopefully he reports an increase in usage. And as always, stay safe.
Even though the Buckle Up campaign has ended, make sure to keep that seatbelt fastened.
Now, let's make a pass and move on to sports with Forrest.
Thanks, Theo.
Last week on Wednesday, the boys and girls soccer team went up to Anchorage to play. Starting with the games on Wednesday against Service, the boys and girls played under windy conditions, and the boys lost with a score of 3-2. But the girls came away with the win, 1-0. On Thursday, the teams traveled up to Palmer and battled the Moose. The boys came away with a slightly disappointing win after a score of 4-2 after missing open goal shots. But the girls buried their shots and finished with the win, 12-0. On Friday, the teams traveled to Wasilla. The boys took a narrow lead and won 2-1. The girls, however, held an even closer match and took a draw with the score at 0-0. Coming back to Juneau, the boys' baseball team faced off against Petersburg and won 14-0, possibly the only exciting baseball game in the history of baseball. On Saturday, the final day of soccer, the boys and girls took on East in the morning, where the girls easily took the W with a score of 3-0. The boys, however, struggled. East scored a free kick top corner to bring them back, but our defense shut them down at the end. The boys' team won 3-2. And finally, on Monday, the boys' baseball team faced TM and pulled off a win when Luis hit a home run with the bases loaded to end with a score of 3-2. That's all for sports. Let's hope for even more success with the games this weekend.
Thanks, Forrest. Now, let's transcend and
Take a look at the calendar with no loose ends.
today at 4:30 p.m. there will be a First Friday event at the Jack.
Monday, May 7th, there will be a site council meeting from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. at the JDHS library.
Tuesday, May 8th, our Crimson Bears baseball team will be going to play against the TMHS Falcons at the Adair Kennedy Field from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Thursday, May 10th, the JDHS Spring Play Dearly Beloved opens at the JDHS Auditorium from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Performances continue Friday and Saturday night, starting at 7 with a matinee on Saturday, the 12th at 2 o'clock. Don't miss our talented acting team.
That's it for the calendar.
And up next is Olivia with the weather.
Thanks, Mindy. Don't be expecting any sunny skies as there's some rain clouds that are drifting in from the west. Today, Friday, May the 4th be with you, we should be expecting some rainy skies with a high of 49 and a low of 47. Tomorrow, Revenge of the 5th, it will be rainy once again. Better bring an umbrella to protect your prom attire with highs of 52 and lows of 45. And finally, Sunday, the weather will be lightening up and we'll be having some slightly sunny skies, partly sunny skies. That's it for the weather. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Olivia. I'm not looking forward to all the rain that's going to be happening.
Me neither, but I am looking forward to rewatching some of those promposals.
What? When?
Right now. Prom. A night the media has made out to be either the best or worst 4 to 6 hours of one's high school career. Students spend months leading up to it, finding the perfect dress, deciding where to eat beforehand, and most importantly, figuring out who to ask and how to ask them. Doing a promposal may be seen as a new concept, but it is actually approximately as old as the high schoolers who are doing it. The first promposal occurred in 2001. Here at JDHS, students go out of their way to make sure that they have a promposal that stands out. Mindy, all of these promposals have got me thinking. I know it's tomorrow, but will you go to prom with me?
No.
Oh.
Hey, that rhymes.
Yeah. You know what else rhymes? Visit our website for more at jdhsvideo.org.
And also follow us on Twitter like Theo already does with Chitter.
We really appreciate your stares. Thanks for tuning in. Go Bears!